Organizations gravitate towards more and more complex environments. Wherever the sprawl comes from, it quickly distracts the security team. If you don't get IT simplification underway, you might just as well stop investing in cyber. Reduce the complexity of your environment through simplification on the tech stack, network, and access level. Hi, this is Carsten from Hacking Matters, where each week we look at the challenges in cybersecurity. Today, we'll look at the topic that holds the most uplift potential for many organizations: IT simplification. Simplification isn't originally a security topic, but if you don't get IT simplification underway, you might just as well stop investing in cyber. Security is only one of the benefits of IT simplification. The other ones are low operations cost, a more stable environment, and the ability to innovate quicker because the environment is better understood. We look at the security benefit of simplification, and that is raising the security ceiling. Yes, there is a ceiling in security. The amount of security we can achieve in an environment is limited by how complex that environment is. Imagine a very simple company that run one web server technology everywhere, say Apache. The security team knows everything about Apache. They know how to patch it. They know how to harden it. They know how to digest logs and look for security events. Now imagine a few teams in that company branch off and install their own web server technologies, maybe in some cloud environments, maybe through some marketing agencies. Wherever the sprawl comes from, it quickly distracts the security team. Now I have to learn about Nginx, I have to learn about IIS, I have to learn about some Oracle middleware. It stretches the resources and we can't be that focused anymore. And this complexity explosion can't just happen on the web server level, but up and down the stack. Your web libraries and frameworks, your programming languages that you use, or below the web server, your middlewares and operating systems, your network infrastructure. Whenever you have more than one technology in use or more than one version of the same technology, things get complicated very quickly. And that's just the technology stack. We have a similar complexity explosion potentially around access rights, where unless you have a single identity for each individual, it becomes very complex to track their actions and to correlate between different accounts that are used to log into different applications. So organizations gravitate towards more and more complex environments. And as a security paradigm, we need to reduce this complexity again and again and again and bring it back to a simplified environment. So how do we simplify our IT environment? Three main levels are available. Reduce the complexity in the technology stack, in your network design, and around access rights. Technology stack first. Of course, most large organizations have an enterprise architecture where it's prescribed. We are always using this web server in this version with these libraries in this programming language. And then this is put in stone and people divert from it slowly over time. So it's not your responsibility as a security team, but it's your interest that people get notified, hey, your enterprise architecture doesn't cover anymore what people apparently need in our organization. Please adopt it. Create a few more choices so you have 2 or 3 to choose from rather than the 20 that people would naturally gravitate towards running away from the corporate standard. So make sure you have an enterprise architecture that's both simple and flexible enough for almost all your business use cases, and then nudge people towards it. It is worth a risk acceptance to use an unapproved web server technology, for instance. So we looked at risk acceptances elsewhere. We do need them once in a while in security, but it should be a conscious act to say, yes, I'm breaking the rule, and here's a reason why, rather than everyone just doing it implicitly. Second, network design simplification. Here we have the most legacy in many companies to just get rid of. So many companies still segregate everything finely with firewalls, leading to huge complexity explosion. We looked at in another video how you can replace firewalls with switches, with VLANs, segregate things into planes rather than zones to achieve a lot more security at much reduced complexity. So go check out that video if you are still running many firewalls and have to fine-grained configure their rules. And finally, access harmonization. Here your goal is a single identity per person, or perhaps a second identity if they need admin rights, but this is for a completely separate set of tasks. So between a normal enterprise user and your IT, there should be only one link, one account. Once again, we have a separate video on that going through great detail how to reduce the complexity and create what today would be considered best practice. So there you have it. The best way to increase your security ceiling, reduce the complexity of your environment through simplification on the tech stack, network, and access level. I hope this was interesting. Show it with a like and subscribe if it was. Comment below if you have any follow-up questions. Thank you, and I'll see you next week. Happy hacking.